What's up, guys? This is Joey Wisdom, and I wanted to share a video that I saw this morning. I randomly woke up at 7 a.m. Not that I needed to, but so I saw this video, this TED Talks video. I've always loved TED Talks video. There's this video called "What Makes a Good Life: Lessons from the Longest Study on Happiness" by Robert Waldinger. He basically was talking about how they made this study for 70 years with students from Harvard. They basically stalked their lives and studied their lives, their careers, and their health issues, and their love life, and their family life, and everything, basically. In the beginning, they said, they asked them, what makes you happy? What would make you happy? 80% said money, 30% said being famous. So the society is about people. We're just brainwashed about how the only way to make money is to work for a company, right? After 75 years, people, I think there were 60 people left, and they still wanted to be studied. And what they concluded with this study is that what makes them happy is having good relationships with people. It makes it so clear for me, honestly, because I've always been a person who, let's see, growing up, I was pretty much isolated from having friends and stuff like that, because I always ended up being in a hospital. I don't want to be all sappy, because, I just want to talk about how I've grown to be the person that I am today. I was very isolated growing up, and I isolated myself. Not only that, but my parents would isolate me, because they were super overprotective, as a teenager, which, it's understandable. You don't want your teenage daughter to get pregnant, get into drugs, and get into stupid shit. And I've always been this introverted girl. I'm introverted, but I could be extroverted whenever I feel like it. It just depends on my mood, right? So the study, it makes total sense, because I think about all the people I know, and I think about all the people that make me unhappy, or the people that I've met in my past that have made me unhappy. And I think about other people that I know and their friends. I think about the whole, everyone. I think about my siblings, I think about my cousins, I think about my family. I've always been a person where I always rotate between friends, and I've said this a couple times. I tend to rotate friends because some of them just become unhappy, and I feel that, and I tend to give people space because I don't want to feel that. And it could be the same for me, where I could be feeling unhappy and there's nobody supportive. And so I'm going to isolate myself because I don't want to spread that negative energy. I've learned that I have to be that way. I just stay away from the negativity, and I try to do that as much as I can. I don't understand people that say that they don't need to be in a relationship, or they don't need to be around people. They don't need anyone. And I've kind of said that to myself. It's kind of, you're brainwashing yourself so you don't get disappointed in life. That could be with anything. I could just me saying that I don't want kids, but deep down I do want a kid, but I don't want to be one of those girls disappointed when I'm 40 and I still don't have a kid or a family. But that's how I cope. I've learned that being sarcastic and having this crazy dry humor, that's how I've learned to cope. Because nothing is better than laughing, especially laughing at myself. Laughing is what makes things better. And cookies. We need people in our lives. We need to have good relationships. It's very unfortunate when you have unsupportive family members. That's the main thing. If you have super unsupportive family members, that's just going downhill as a person. Because when you feel that you have unsupportive family members, you're going to think that everyone else around you are going to be unsupportive. I don't know. I guess I grew up feeling like nobody truly cares. Especially when you love certain people, and then they basically just drop you from the face of the earth. I've never wanted to get attention from anyone, feeling like I deserve all the attention in the world. I could ramble so much about this, but back to relationships. We all need relationships, even if it's something intimate or not. We all need to relate to other people, because for example, when I feel like nobody can relate to me, I start feeling like an outsider. And then I start getting into my head and I start feeling like nobody understands and all this bullshit. And then I just cope within myself. I think everyone feels that way where, I mean, if you have like a close friend, a best friend that you can talk to about anything, you're one of the lucky ones. I don't have that. I don't think anybody wants to truly know the way I'm feeling inside my head. Again, I suffer from a lot of depression, and even though I use this mask most of my days, it's just not gonna go away. And I think that comes down to relationships, and it does, because when I do feel like people are around me and people want to spend time and all that shit, I feel a different way. And then when I feel like people are unsupportive of life, of like good things, and then they give me more shit about it and it's not enough, I feel like shit. I'm really trying not to cry. And so what I'm trying to say is, I really don't feel important to anyone, and it really sucks to feel that way. And then my birthday is coming up, and it's always like, it's like good and bad. Not only do I not feel important to people, I always wonder who's gonna remember and who's not gonna remember. I always think about the people, if they even want to spend that day with me or not. It's just sad. And it really sucks that I don't work on my birthday, because I just don't think about it. I don't have to celebrate it. But now I have to find something to do. Honestly, I just want to take my dog and drive far. Like Key Biscayne or some shit, and we could just go far, like to the beach, maybe the dog beach, and just spend it there. I'm sorry if I'm being Debbie Downer right now, but I think this morning just went downhill. But yeah, back to this video. Yeah, I need people around my life. When I don't have that, I feel nothing. I feel empty. And this whole shit of love yourself because nobody else is gonna love you or something, it's fucking bullshit. We all need to find someone to love us unconditionally, because we all need that. We all need someone. We all need someone to make us feel important. And we just need love, period. That's why I always make sure that I'm around for people. I fucking make sure that I'll always be there for people if they need me. Because we all go through shit, you know? I feel like this is such a lonely world. We are all doing the same fucking bullshit, working and trying to cope in different ways. This is why all these shootings fucking happen. Because people have nobody to talk to. And we keep watching it all in the news, but we fucking just ignore it. Or even if you don't ignore it, like maybe you don't ignore it for a couple weeks, but then it's not in the news anymore, and then you forget again. So don't forget that we all need someone. You need someone, I need someone. Stop fucking pretending like we don't need each other. Because why are you here? Why are you on YouTube? Why are you watching videos? Because you want to relate to someone else, right? And the YouTube community is one of those things where maybe you watching videos is just the way you cope, because you're trying to figure out how another person thinks and what they do, and you're looking at their life and what they have to say. But, I think personal human interaction is more important than anything else, because we get lost in this fucking technology all the time. I'm one of them. So with that being said, check out the video. Sorry for the sappy shit, but hey, that's my real world, and you're gonna get what you're gonna get. I'll put the link to the video on the bottom. Watch TED Talks. It's really good. I love watching all those videos. It teaches me a lot. Be good, be kind, be nice to one another. Peace.
It's a revolution.